Most guys believe women melt over roses, sweet compliments, or polished pickup lines. But here's the hard truth. None of that makes you unforgettable. What truly etches you into a woman's mind are the questions you ask. The ones that bypass her guard, slip beneath the surface, and make her feel like you notice what no other man has. Master this, and you don't chase her. She chases you in her thoughts, replaying your words when she's lying awake at night. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." That's not just about hardship, it's about desire. When you capture a woman's imagination, when she can't shake the thought of what you said, attraction multiplies beyond reason. Most men never touch this realm, but after today, you will. Because I'm about to hand you 7 powerful questions that cut through small talk and awaken something primal inside her. These aren't corny pickup lines, they're psychological triggers, built on timeless human nature, sharpened by philosophy, and tested in real-world dynamics. Why does this matter? Because every woman is measuring you. She wants to know, is this man ordinary or unforgettable? And the fastest way to prove you're different is to frame reality with questions she's never been asked before. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you ask the right question, you dye her thoughts with you. Have you noticed how some men barely speak, yet women can't stop thinking about them? It's not luck, it's strategy. And today, you'll have the playbook. Question 1. What's something you've never told anyone, but secretly wish someone would ask you about? This one lands like lightning. Every human carries hidden truths, regrets, dreams, desires, and they're desperate for permission to share them. Most men skim the surface with forgettable chatter. Favorite movie? Favorite food? Pointless. But when you give her space to reveal a buried truth, you become the man who gave her freedom. Think of Tom, 48, newly divorced, dating younger women. At first, he leaned on a status. Career stories, fitness, vacations. But the night he asked this question, she leaned in. Her tone softened. She shared a childhood dream she'd hidden for years. From then on, she chased him. Not because he was flawless, but because he unlocked a part of her no one else dared. Psychology is clear. When she exposes what's hidden, she bonds it to you. You become the keeper of her truth. Humans trust and desire those who hold their secrets without judgment. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be." Be one. The good man doesn't flex or perform. He asks boldly, listens fully, and holds steady. That's what makes you unforgettable, the shift. Don't ask what every man asks, ask what no one dares. Question 2. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Most women are stuck in routines. Work, studies, endless scrolling. They talk to men all the time, but few ever wake them up. This question does exactly that. It drags her out of monotony and back into her fire. Michael, 52, worried younger women would see him as boring. One day over coffee, he asked this. She paused, eyes lit up, and launched into a story about a reckless trip with friends. Her whole body shifted. For the rest of the date, she didn't see an older man. She saw the man who could bring that fire back. Psychology calls this state transfer. When she feels alive with you, she links that feeling to you, and that's unforgettable. Epictetus said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." By asking this, you shift her opinion of you from background noise to possibility. Shift. Don't brag about being exciting. Ask the question that makes her feel alive in your presence. Question 3. What do you think people most misunderstand about you? Every woman feels unseen. Maybe she's judged as just a pretty face, or too ambitious, or too shy. Underneath, she craves someone who sees deeper. David, 55, tired of shallow talks, asked this on a walk. She froze, then admitted how exhausting it was to be reduced to her looks. That one conversation opened a door. Later, she told him, You're the only man who ever really saw me. Psychologically, this breaks through performance. Vulnerability bonds. When she shows you what others miss, she ties that honesty to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone can show me I am wrong, I will change." This question gives her the same gift. It's space to show her truth, and she'll never forget who gave it. Shift. Don't prove you understand her. Ask, and let her reveal it. Question 4. What's something you've never shared but feel safe telling me? This isn't small talk. It's intimacy. Most men dominate conversations with ego, but true attraction grows when you invite depth. Richard, 49, often dismissed by younger women, used this late one night. She hesitated, then confessed something from her past. After that, she wasn't just attracted, she was attached. Psychology calls it the disclosure intimacy effect. The more she reveals, the more she invests. Seneca said, "No man was ever wise by chance." A wise man knows that trust, not charm, builds bonds that last. Shift. Don't fear her shadows. Stand steady. That's unforgettable. Question 5. What's the wildest thing you've ever dreamed of doing? This blends fun with daring. It stirs her adventurous side, the one most men never touch. Paul, 47, once assumed young women only cared about social media. Then he asked this. She laughed, then admitted she wanted to skydive but was scared. Paul simply said, "I'll do it with you." Instantly, she saw him not as safe and older, but as dangerous. Psychology explains, when you step into her fantasies, you enter her desire. Marcus Aurelius said, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions." By asking, you show her the size of her own soul, and that you can expand her world. Shift. Don't ask about her day. Ask about her future. Question 6. Who inspires you the most and why? This isn't filler. It reveals her values. James, 51, on a date with a younger woman, asked this. She lit up, talking about her grandmother's strength. For 20 minutes, she spoke with passion, while James simply listened. In her mind, he became part of that inspiration. Psychology calls this value projection. She projects her admiration onto you. Epictetus said, "Wealth is not in possessions, but in few wants." By drawing greatness out of her, you show strength in restraint. Shift. Don't shove your resume at her. Use curiosity to earn admiration. Question 7. If you could relive one moment in your life, what would it be? This isn't about nostalgia, it's about entering her emotional core. Alan, 56, once thought he had nothing in common with younger women, but when he asked this, she shared a story about her late father. The talk went on for hours. By the end, she embraced him differently, not as a fling, but as someone who had touched her soul. Psychology calls this emotional imprinting. The more powerful the memory, the stronger the bond with you. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you guide her into her richest memory, her soul gets dyed in your presence. Shift. Don't avoid her emotions. Lead her into them. Brother, attraction isn't built on looks, money, or rehearsed charm. It's built on presence, on the courage to ask what others won't. These 7 questions aren't tricks, they're invitations. Invitations for her to reveal her soul, her fears, her dreams, and when she does, she ties those truths to you. Seneca said, "Dorky, it is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." Women aren't drawn to men who bend to please. They're drawn to men who stand tall, ask boldly, and hold steady in truth. So next time, don't waste words. Don't skim the surface. Ask her what makes her come alive. Because once you enter her mind this way, brother, you never leave it. If you're ready to stop chasing and start leading, to become the man women can't forget, drop a comment with the phrase, "I am the story she'll never forget." That way, I know you're part of this brotherhood. And if this added value to you, hit subscribe. Every week we dive deeper into female psychology, Stoic wisdom, and the timeless principles that make men unforgettable. Remember, it's not about chasing her. It's about becoming the kind of man she never dares to forget.